Well, Minnesota is seeing one of the lowest infection rates for COVID-19 in the U.S., and the successful measures being taken there are now being used as a model across the country. Here to tell us more about that is Mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey. Mayor Frey, thanks for being with us. And so give us an update, if you can, on how your city is doing.
Well, we are doing well. We're doing everything we can to continue to keep that curve flat, but we can't get complacent. But at the end of the day, this is how we operate here in Minneapolis. We are tough, we are resilient, and when the long winter comes, we put on our coats, we get out our shovels, and we go help our neighbors, and that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Makes sense. All right, we also know that Minneapolis is home to the largest Somali population in the entire country. Ramadan begins later this week, but the stay-at-home order will prevent Muslims from going to mosques to hear prayers. But your city is doing something special so that that community can still observe Ramadan. Tell us about it.
We are. As you mentioned, we've got the largest Somali population in the entire country, the vast majority of whom are Muslim. And during a time when physical distancing requires that we pray apart, we thought it was incumbent on us to create a sense of togetherness wherever we can. And that's a really good example here. Making sure that seniors who have perhaps grown up in another country and are familiar with that call to prayer can hear it. It creates a sense of comfort. It creates a sense of unity. And, you know, we're proud of our Somali community. They do some extraordinary things in our city, and we want to make sure that we all are together and during this time of a pandemic.
And speaking to that, and to reach out to those who may otherwise be disenfranchised, you've directed your resources to neighborhoods hit hardest and have made sure support is available as well to undocumented workers. What has been the response?
The response has been positive. We wanted to make sure that those who were not covered by either the federal or state legislative monies got assistance in the form of gap funding. And this is a good thing, by the way, for all of us, because if an undocumented immigrant loses their home because they can't pay the rent and they're forced to leave, then they're more likely to spread that virus to somebody else. If an undocumented worker loses their job because the business has fallen flat, well, that's bad for our economy. And so we wanted to make sure that the limited gap funding that we do in fact have covers the areas that have not been touched by the federal or state.
And Mayor, we understand congratulations are in order. Your wife is pregnant, and we hear the first time you got to see that sonogram of your baby was a bit of a surreal moment. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it was probably the most bizarre moment of my entire life because the hospital wouldn't let me in due to the spread of COVID-19. And so I was in the position where I was FaceTiming with my future baby in one hand, and in the other hand, I had a pen signing the emergency declaration. So it was probably the most consequential event of my professional life in one hand, and the most consequential event of my entire life in the other. But, you know, such are the times.
Yep, and I'm sure it's a story that you will be telling your child, hopefully very soon. And we certainly wish you and your wife and your new baby the very best. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Amy.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.